Did you know that Alexander the Great was only about 5 feet 7 inches tall? That's right. Despite his larger-than-life reputation, Alexander wasn't particularly tall by today's standards. But don't let his stature fool you. Alexander's accomplishments were anything but small. Alexander was born in Pella, the capital of the ancient Greek kingdom of Macedon, in 356 BCE. His father, King Philip II, was a strong leader who had united the various Greek city-states and was looking to expand his empire beyond Greece. When Alexander was 13 years old, his father arranged for him to be tutored by the famous philosopher Aristotle. Together, they would discuss philosophy, science, and literature. It was during this time that Alexander developed his love of learning and his desire to explore the world beyond Macedon. But Alexander's education wasn't all about books and theories. He also received training in the art of war, learning how to ride a horse, shoot a bow and spear, and lead an army into battle. By the time he was 16, Alexander was ready to take on his own army. Philip gave him command of a small force and sent him to deal with a rebellion in the northern border regions. Alexander's quick thinking and military skills impressed even his seasoned generals. They knew they were witnessing the birth of a great leader. Sadly, Alexander's father would never see his sons rise to greatness. King Philip was assassinated when Alexander was just 20 years old. Alexander took the throne and became the ruler of Macedon. He was now the most powerful monarch in Greece, and he wasted no time in asserting his dominance. He crushed rebellions, expanded the army, and set his sights on the Persian Empire. Alexander's invasion of Persia was one of the most successful military campaigns in history. He led his army over 2,000 miles through some of the harshest terrain imaginable. Along the way, he defeated the Persians at the Battle of Granicus River, the Battle of Issus, and the Battle of Gaugamela. The last battle was a decisive victory for Alexander. It destroyed the Achaemenid army and paved the way for his conquest of the Persian Empire. But Alexander didn't stop there. He continued his campaign eastward, conquering territories as far away as India. Throughout his travels, Alexander was known for his bravery, intelligence, and charisma. He was a brilliant strategist who was able to outmaneuver his opponents on the battlefield. But he was also a skilled diplomat who knew how to win over the hearts and minds of the people he conquered. One of Alexander's most lasting legacies is the spread of Hellenism, the fusion of Greek and Eastern cultures. As he traveled around the Persian Empire, he encouraged the adoption of Greek customs, language, and art. This cultural exchange had a profound impact on the region and helped to create a new civilization that would influence the course of history. Unfortunately, Alexander's empire wouldn't last long after his death. His empire was vast and difficult to manage, and his generals quickly began to fight over control of the territory. Nevertheless, his impact on the world was undeniable. He had changed the course of history by conquering the Persian Empire and spreading Greek culture throughout the East. So despite his small stature, Alexander the Great was a giant of a man. He was a brilliant military strategist, a charismatic leader, and a champion of cultural exchange. His accomplishments continue to inspire awe and wonder today, and his name will forever be remembered as one of the greatest conquerors in history. Hope you enjoyed the video. We invite you to leave your comments down below. See you next time.